Hey everyone, welcome to Sunday, day 21. It's the end of the day. I am currently in the process of exporting Saturday's day 20 of 30 episode for you, and it will be uploaded this evening, so a little bit late. I've had a really busy day. I didn't expect it to get uploaded this late, but that's the reality, and so that's what's happening. I also have done no recording today. This is the first recording. So what I've decided to do is tack on day 21 to the front of day 22. So you're going to be getting 2 episodes in one day. You will get to see this on Tuesday, I believe, because I will record content tomorrow, day 22, and I'll do all the editing and then get it uploaded to you on Tuesday. So that's when you're going to see this episode. To give you a quick rundown of my day, I'm finishing at just over 2,800 calories, over 200 calories more than the maximum that I've been aiming for. I'm finishing actually on 75% fat. I could eat some butter to increase to the 80% fat ratio, but that would also increase my calories closer to 3, if not over 3,000 calories, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to stick where I'm at. Then tomorrow I'll consume 2,400 calories. Why? Before I went to church this morning, I did wake up hungry. Well, I didn't wake up hungry, but I got hungry while I was getting ready. I ate 2 ounces of the beef chuck pot roast with some butter. It was 1.5 or 2.5 tablespoons of butter. I've got a feeling it was 2.5 tablespoons. And I ate that at 7:30 in the morning. At 12:30, I ate crispy pork belly bites. It was around 7.1 maybe ounces of crispy pork belly bites. Then I went ice skating. Now I am out of the Carnivore bars, so could not use those. I will be getting some more shortly. I just didn't want to take anything with me. I had a very stressful couple of hours in the middle of the day between church and when I was leaving. And then I went ice skating with some friends. So off to ice skating we go. It was an hour's drive there. We skated probably like an hour and a half. And then the plan was we would all go to dinner to a pizza parlor that has like a salad bar and they do burgers and everything. I did rough calculations in my macros app for 2 quarter-pound beef patties. And then from the salad bar, 2 hard-boiled eggs, some mozzarella cheese, some like bacon and salami. I very much estimated. I could have overestimated. I could have underestimated. I don't know. I'm not feeling hungry. Honestly, it wasn't the greatest of foods. Maybe I could have just gone hungry and eaten when I got home, but the ice skating was exhausting and I was driving for another hour and 15 minutes to get us home. I was dropping people to their cars and then I would get to go home, and I was driving home in the dark and I was very tired. So I am glad that I ate. Next time I would take the Carnivore bars and eat those, but I didn't have time to order them and have them arrive for this event. So I will be getting some in the new year, don't you worry. That's my day. That's how day 21 went. Now enjoy day 22. And thank you for your understanding with not posting day 21 as a separate episode. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to day 22 of 30 of this 80-20 fat to protein ratio carnivore challenge with the focus of 2,500 calories per day. I know I was going to bring you along with my day today a little bit more than I did yesterday, which you saw at the beginning of this episode, but I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown. But first, here is my dinner. This is my 3rd meal of the day. This is 6 ounces of the beef chuck pot roast that I have heated up and crisped up in the air fryer, and 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm going to go enjoy this and then I'll continue the rest of what I want to share with you. Well, that was a tasty meal. I could have done with 5 ounces, not 6. And I never thought I'd say that I'd want a smaller meal. It seemed pretty small, but obviously it was bigger than what I needed. I could have dropped it down by 1 ounce and added maybe 1/2 tablespoon more butter, but that's okay. The other thing is I actually found it a little bit dry. The crispy parts were nice, but compared to ribeye steak, compared to pork belly bites, I don't know. Even beef flank and short ribs, I preferred all of that more than this. I don't know what that's about. I'll give you a quick rundown of what I've eaten and what I've drunk today, and then I will take you through my calories and macros. I started with, no surprise, pork belly bites crisped up in the air fryer and salted with pink Himalayan rock salt. That was 7 ounces. And I had that at around 7 this morning. At lunch, I ate around 1 p.m. and I ate a 7.8 ounce ribeye steak with 2 tablespoons of butter, and I did salt the steak. I salted it with fine sea salt from Sprouts, I believe. And then you saw what I had just now, and that was at 6:45. Today, I have drunk water, hot water, and electrolytes in a mug of hot water. I have also drunk sparkling water, which is what I'm drinking now in this tumbler. This finishes me on 2,403 calories, with 81% of calories being from fat, the rest from protein. I decided today was going to be a 2,400 calorie day instead of 2,500 based on the fact that yesterday was a little messy, but it was enjoyable and it was still carnivore, which is the goal. I want to share with you at least 2 more things. The first is where I'm at with my electrolyte investigation, and then the second is the 3-week update. Today I put a full packet of raw unflavored Alimenti electrolytes into 1 standard mug of hot water. I drank that. I tried to not drink it too quickly. I drank it over a couple of hours, maybe an hour. Didn't really time it, probably should have, and I am totally fine. I'm curious to see if anything will happen overnight, and I'll let you know if it does, but I'm feeling really good. It's actually been really fast that it has upset my stomach and I've gone to the bathroom. But again, I don't know if it's the electrolytes that were doing that. It could have been how I cooked the steak, as I've mentioned previously. My next step, as long as I'm okay tomorrow, which is Tuesday for me, you're obviously watching this a day behind, on Wednesday, I will add the electrolytes to the juices and the fat from the fry pan that I cook the steak in. And then if that doesn't go through me, then we know I need to try that steak process, and we'll wait a couple of days, probably wait a couple of days after Christmas to test that theory. But so far, the electrolytes are looking good. Okay, so today, Monday, December 19, day 22, marks the beginning of week 4 of this 31-day corrected challenge. It also marks the end of 3 weeks on this challenge. In that 3 weeks, I have lost 7.4 pounds. I now weigh 155.8. I started out at 163.2, which is great. That is, at this rate, 1.1 kilo, I think it is, per week of weight loss. In Australia, they say that you should lose weight slowly because you're more likely to keep it off. Their idea of slow weight loss is 4 kilos a month, 1 kilo a week. Well, I'm right on track with that, so I'm pleasing at least some people in the medical world with this really interesting and different way of eating. Also, I'm sitting here in my pajamas. It's a little early in the day for pajamas, but some people do it. It is 7 o'clock, so in some ways it's not too early. But why? Why am I on? Why am I recording when I'm not ready to go to bed and I'm in pajamas? Also, they're very soft. Very, very soft. Well, these are a size small. This is the first piece of clothing that I have purchased. Well, kind of. I'll explain. But this is the first piece of clothing that I have purchased in size small that really fits. It's a 3-piece lounge set. There is a tank top underneath. There is this long sleeve tee. Then there is the pants that come with it. All 3 of them fit me and comfortably, which is so nice. The reason why I say kind of the first piece that I have worn or purchased is I've noticed my hoodies that I wear, a size small fits really nicely now. Most of my hoodies were medium to large. And the only reason I know that is because I was given a hoodie that's a size small and it fitted. So then I have since bought 2 size small hoodies, but I was wearing different sizes in my hoodies compared to my normal clothes. So they weren't a good idea of my pants size or my shirt size. The hoodies are unisex hoodies. I don't know if that well, I assume that that's what makes a difference. These are women's PJs and they are a size small, which makes me very happy. Why is that significant? When I started out this challenge, I was 100% wearing a medium and sometimes a large. Very rarely a large. It honestly depended on the article of clothing. When I started Carnivore and attempted to go fully Carnivore 2.5 years ago in the summer of 2020, I was wearing occasionally large, predominantly extra large. This is all in American sizing. So to have gone from a large to extra large to medium to large 6 months ago, and then in 3 weeks gone from a definite medium to a definite, not a definite small yet. There's some things that I haven't tried to buy in a smaller size yet, is incredible. I've tightened several notches on my belts. I'm wearing a Australian size 11 jeans, which I believe would be a size 9 jeans in the US. They are a lower cut as opposed to a higher cut jean, which is what I've been wearing. And those jeans that are the higher cut jean and a larger size in the US, I have to wear a belt with. They don't stay up otherwise. This is all really exciting. I've noticed some of my clothing that is larger looks actually really nice now that I've lost weight. Like, it looked nice then, but it's got that baggy look now that's really fashionable and I'm loving that. However, there's some clothing that now I've lost weight and I was like looking forward to wearing them when I lost weight because I was like, oh, it'll look good here and look good there on my body. They actually don't. So I'm giving some clothes away and I've thrown some clothes out because it's not worth giving them away. They're just a little old and ratty. And yes, I occasionally wore them like that. And then there's other clothing that was a size small that I've tried on and I'm like, oh no, this actually doesn't look good at all. And so I'm passing that along. It's really interesting to see that even though I've lost weight, not all those smaller size clothes actually look good. And the clothes that I thought would look good when I'd lost a bit of weight, when I thought they would fit better, I don't like them. So, and I don't like the way they fit. It's very interesting. My wardrobe is changing a lot. It's exciting. It's fun. It's also challenging because it means buying new clothes. I'd rather spend my money on other things, but I'm also really enjoying buying new clothes. It is a reward for myself for having taken control of my health and moved from surviving to thriving. That was my theme for this year, was that in all areas of my life, I would stop surviving and I would thrive. And my health physically and mentally, that has certainly been the case over this year. Other areas as well, but that's not what this channel is about. I mentioned my weight is 155.8 pounds. This week I did get down to 155.2 pounds consistently. Then obviously yesterday, with having the evening meal the way that I did, I knew it would probably put a few pounds on. I expect tomorrow I will have dropped down, maybe the next day. And that's why I'm tacking on that extra day after Christmas, so that it is more truly reflective of how this challenge plays out. Because I'm not eating like I am on Christmas Day every day during this challenge. If I was, I wouldn't tack on the extra day. But I want at least 3 days clearance after Christmas Day before I end the challenge so that I can make sure that the numbers are as accurately reflective as possible. One thing that's become really clear to me doing this challenge, I still have the emotional eating response triggered in my brain when my emotions are all up in the air and I just feel a little triggered or a little reactive. And that certainly was the case yesterday. I ordered the 2 quarter-pound burger ground beef patties and I got a plate for the salad bar and I got hard-boiled eggs. I got the remaining 2 hard-boiled eggs. I got big scoops of bacon bits and Canadian bacon with salami and also mozzarella, and I just piled that plate. I was like, I'll get as much as I can get. You know, just some stressful events that had happened a few hours earlier in the day triggered a few responses in me. One being scarcity, one being, but I'll get left out, another being, what if there's not enough, another being, I need to fill my body with as much as I can. So there's like a poverty mentality in there. That I'm celebrating the progress that I've made with I remained carnivore, because in the past I haven't. That's a huge step for me, and I didn't go extremely overboard. I still entered everything in the app. I still estimated as closely as I could what those portion sizes were. And that's something that's really helpful to be aware of moving forward. That's something that I can keep addressing and move from surviving to thriving in. I guess this is where I'm going to leave the episode today. If you'd like to ask me any questions, maybe there's something on your mind that you want to know if I've noticed during these now 22 days, please comment it down below and I'll respond to you and I'll let you know if I have or haven't noticed it, and if I've noticed it, how I've noticed it. Thank you all for joining me on this 30-day challenge. Thank you for watching this episode today. I wish you all good night and Merry Christmas. I'll see you tomorrow in day 23.